In this podcast episode, Matthew Syed, a prominent commentator and author, delves into the complex issues surrounding cousin marriage, immigration, and the concept of diversity. His insights draw from personal experiences, historical context, and contemporary societal challenges, offering a nuanced perspective on these often contentious topics. Syed begins by exploring the prevalence of cousin marriage across various cultures and its implications for society. He notes that cousin marriage has historically been a means of preserving kinship ties and ensuring communal solidarity, particularly in tribal societies. However, he argues that this practice can lead to significant social and economic drawbacks, including nepotism, corruption, and a lack of integration into broader society. He highlights the historical context of cousin marriage in the UK, tracing its decline since the 5th century when the Catholic Church imposed bans on such unions. This shift, he argues, played a crucial role in dissolving tribal identities and fostering a national identity, which in turn contributed to the development of Western individualism and economic growth. Syed posits that the resurgence of cousin marriage among certain immigrant communities today poses challenges for integration and social cohesion, particularly as these communities may remain insular and disconnected from the wider society. The conversation shifts to immigration, where Syed expresses concern over the current state of mass immigration in the UK and its implications for social stability. He argues that uncontrolled immigration can overwhelm infrastructure and lead to societal tensions, particularly when new arrivals come from cultures with practices that may not align with liberal democratic values. Syed emphasizes the need for a more thoughtful approach to immigration, one that considers the cultural backgrounds of immigrants and their potential for integration into British society. He suggests that policymakers should prioritize individuals who are likely to contribute positively to the economy and society, rather than simply increasing numbers for the sake of growth. He also touches on the issue of low-wage immigration, suggesting that it is part of a broader phenomenon where electorates are unable to confront uncomfortable truths about economic realities. Syed argues that the greatest discrimination in contemporary Western society is against future generations, as current policies often prioritize short-term comfort over long-term sustainability. Diversity is another central theme in Syed's discussion. He acknowledges that diversity can be a strength, particularly when it comes to cognitive diversity, different perspectives and insights that can enhance problem-solving and innovation. However, he critiques the current understanding of diversity, which often focuses on demographic characteristics such as race and gender, rather than the skills and experiences that individuals bring to the table. Syed argues that the push for diversity in many organizations has led to a form of box ticking, where the emphasis is placed on meeting quotas rather than genuinely enhancing the quality of decision-making. He believes that true diversity should encompass a range of backgrounds and experiences that contribute to a more comprehensive understanding of complex issues. He also raises concerns about the potential backlash against diversity initiatives, particularly when they are perceived as unfair or superficial. Syed warns that this could lead to a rise in populist sentiments and a rejection of the very principles that underpin liberal democracies. Throughout the podcast, Syed emphasizes the importance of honest conversations about difficult topics. He argues that society must confront uncomfortable truths about practices like cousin marriage and the challenges of immigration without fear of being labeled racist or discriminatory. He believes that a failure to address these issues openly can lead to greater societal divisions and a loss of trust in institutions. Syed also highlights the role of politicians in shaping public discourse. He expresses frustration with politicians who prioritize re-election over making tough decisions that could benefit society in the long run. He calls for a renewed commitment to truth and transparency in political discussions, particularly regarding immigration and integration. Towards the end of the conversation, Syed raises the issue of existential risks facing humanity, including the potential dangers of artificial intelligence, nuclear proliferation, and bioweapons. He argues that these risks are often overlooked in public discourse, yet they pose significant threats to the future of civilization. He calls for a more proactive approach to addressing these challenges, emphasizing the need for collaboration and foresight in policymaking. Syed believes that by acknowledging and preparing for these risks, society can better safeguard its future and ensure a more sustainable and prosperous world for generations to come.